Hello everyone, Pastor Chris here. I just wanted to take a few moments to let you know of our upcoming plans in response to the government's request that all organizations refrain from having gatherings of more than 10 people. First off, I want to reaffirm that we are not responding in fear or making a knee-jerk decision based on panic. We prayerfully considered all the external factors and the potential decisions that could be made. There are very real things that are going on right now that are bigger than us and our personal preferences and opinions. It's about being mindful of how the decisions we make affect others. I really felt like it's just like our Christian life. Sometimes I limit the freedoms that I have for the sake of those around me. In an effort to be wise stewards of the people's lives that we love and serve, and to honor the government's request that we avoid gatherings of more than 10 people, we are canceling all in-person New Life activities at the church facility from March 19th through March 31st. After this time, we will reevaluate what's going on in the world and reschedule things as appropriate. I do want to thank everybody that joined us in person this past Sunday. It was an amazing time. God's presence was tangible and He was at work in people's lives. I've heard a couple reports of people that said they experienced physical healings in their bodies even while we worshiped this past Sunday. I do believe that it was a reminder of what God loves to do and what is possible when we all gather together with an excitement and an expectancy to see Him move. And I believe it was a foretaste of what He's going to continue to do when we begin to gather together in person once again. In the interim, we will be having a service online via video this weekend, as well as encouraging people with practical ideas of how to stay in and participate in community during this season. We don't want anyone to fall through the cracks. Well, ever, but especially right now. If God puts someone on your heart, pick up the phone and give them a call. Invite them over to your house for dinner, or somehow just let them know that you are there for them and that you're praying. Please, later this weekend, check your email and our social media platforms where we will share a link to our online service this weekend so that we can all still worship together and be encouraged, even if it isn't in person. There is power in unity when we do things together. We're also discussing some outreach activities that you could participate in at this time to help our friends and neighbors who may be elderly, have health issues, or otherwise are at higher risk. We're also continuing to serve those in the West End through our food pantry and clothing ministries, and especially meeting their tangible felt needs right now. Please remember, the church is people. The building might be closed, but the church is very much alive. Thanks for continuing to pray for the church, for our government leaders, and for all people who might be adversely affected during this season. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. You're part of what makes New Life truly a family. I look forward to a time when we're going to gather once again in person to worship Jesus, but until then, let's continue to pray and be the church. God bless you guys. Have a great afternoon.